Very good morning to you, Ayanda. The bell has sounded. The children have gathered for assembly. And let me tell you, they're looking a bit nervous, a little scared because of all the new things, new teachers, new friends, and maybe even a new school. But the good news is that all these new worries, they don't stick around for a long time. That's the good news. Now, we come to you live from Paul Petersburg Primary School. That's about 4 hours drive away from Durban. And it is here where we find the National Minister of Basic Education, Angie. Motshekga. Minister, thank you very much indeed for your time. It is indeed an important day in KwaZulu-Natal and coastal schools around the country. Why have you decided to come to this part of the world?
No, I am with the MEC. So the program has been developed by the MEC. So they, as a province, have decided to come to this part of the province. So it's a provincial program that I'm supporting.
This, it's still early, obviously, but I'm sure your phones have been ringing off the hook the whole morning. What have you heard in terms of progress report around the country? Are things on track?
No, they are. So from the reports I had, which are your written reports, so today's visit will confirm whether indeed those reports were true or not. But in terms of the reports that we've received, the provinces or the coastal provinces are ready for day one of school. So we'll see today when we do our school visits.
What about textbooks? Any outstanding issues? That's always a concern, isn't it, on the first day?
That's why I'm saying the reports say everything's on track. It's only at the end of the day that we will know whether indeed the reports were a true reflection of the reality on the ground. And that's why we do the school visits, to test the reports against reality.
Yeah, it is indeed an important, these visits. This province, how concerned are you about this province in terms of the matric pass rate? We know that this province had the steepest decline, 7.7%. In 2013, we had 77%, just over. Now in 2014, about 69%. What's the strategy to get things right here?
No, it's a very strong province that is always able to pull itself out of many challenges. It's a hard, difficult to work in province because of the size, the rugged nature of the province, and so it's a very hard to work in province. But I'm very confident that the MEC and the team here will be able to pull the province out of this quagmire that they find themselves in. She's already done the analysis as to where the weaknesses were, and as a province, also with the ruling party, they've worked out a strategy as to how they're going to deal with. All we will do as national is to support them and make sure that as they sort out provincial issues, they are not left behind on the national program. And that's why we need to work with them quite closely.
Another issue is obviously cheating, copying, group copying. That's alarming. How concerned are you? I know there's an investigation currently happening.
Now, I'm quite relieved that the investigation has started. We hope to finish by end of the month so that innocent learners are allowed to proceed with their lives. Those that are also were assisted and we feel that it's not their own making, somebody imposed an answer on them, will get them to rewrite. But others that we know that the investigation proves that they were themselves guilty, there are also regulations, standing regulations as to how to deal with it. So I'm quite relieved that the process is underway, and the team has been giving me daily reports that they are confident that they'll finish by the end of the month.
Yeah, we'll be keeping a close eye on those investigations. You always say that education is a societal issue, isn't it? If you had to talk to parents now, what would you say?
I'll say no parent should do a malamulela on their kids. It's quite sad that we have communities that at the drop of the hat, they can use their own kids as pawns. So I'm saying no parent dare do a malamulela on their kids. Kids have the right to education. It's their time. They need all our support. And all of us should fold up our sleeves and not do any crime like the malamulela crime. We should support our learners, our teachers, and do whatever it takes. Visit, motivate, inspire, monitor, reprimand, and do all the things that we're supposed to do. But they must keep education as sacrosanct and just don't play games around education.
Minister, that's where we'll have to leave it. Thank you very much indeed for your time. That was the Minister of Basic Education, Angie Motshekga, giving us an overview of what's happening around the country. Stick around. We'll be speaking to the MEC for Education. She's going to give us an update, progress report, so to speak, with regards to the opening of schools right here in KwaZulu-Natal. That's coming up just after 8 o'clock or so. So stick around for that. But for now, it's back to Johannesburg.